Welcome back to Book Break. In this video I am recommending books for extroverts, and of course there are so many different types of extroverts, so I've been looking at the Myers-Briggs personality types and the 8 different types of extroverts that they recognise. So if you don't already know your personality type, if you just Google Myers-Briggs you will find loads of different personality tests you can do. I love knowing my personality type. I find it really useful to look up different ways that I might best be able to approach different situations. And of course, it has allowed me to find the perfect book for each of the different personality types. So we previously made a video on books for introverts. I will link to that in the description box below if you want to go over and find your book recommendations. For extroverts, stick with me. I have divided the progress bar up into all of the different personality types, so you can click through and find yours, and away we go. So starting with ESTPs, also known as the Persuaders, you are energetic and adventurous, and you will leap into life with both feet without even looking where you're going first. So I had to recommend you a swashbuckling adventure, The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas. This is an adventure book that's got sword fights, it's got romance, it's got mystery and espionage, and it is every bit as exciting as when it was first written in the 1800s. This is a book that really holds up and stands the test of time, and ESTPs, it is the perfect story for you. ESTJs, you are known as the director. You are very principled and decisive and always prepared to stand up for what you believe in. So a political or legal thriller is perfect for you, especially one with themes of protecting the public from corrupt politicians maybe, or hostile foreign powers. So I'm going to recommend you The Simple Truth by David Baldacci. This is a real fight for justice story about an evil conspiracy at the heart of America's legal system. It will make your blood boil, it will keep you excited and engaged. I think you will love it. ESFPs are the performers. You are fun and energetic and seemingly eternally youthful. You are always up for continuing the party, so you must be hating pandemic life. ESFPs aren't always big readers. You might see it as a distraction from actually living your life. So a book version of a movie that you've seen with your friends is a great way to get your attention. So I have to recommend you The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. You've probably seen the movie, or at least one of the many movie versions, and this book is full of parties. ESFJs are caregivers. You have very big hearts, and so romance is often a very popular genre with your personality type, particularly ones that focus on family and community. So I'm going to recommend you The Greek Holiday by Maeve Haran. It's got romance in it, but it's also a story of the healing power of friendship. It's really funny and warm. It's got almost as big a heart as you do. And now ENFPs, welcome to my personality type. We are the champions. We are ridiculously enthusiastic about everything and spontaneous. We love going to new places and meeting new people. Again, our personality type is not built for pandemic life. When it comes to reading, we love funny stories that also make us a little bit emotional. So I can't think of a better recommendation than Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding. I actually recently made a whole video for Book Break about why Bridget Jones is still such an icon. So I will link to that in the description box below so you can go give it a watch. But 25 years later, after this book first came out, it is still just as hilarious, just as moving, and just as relatable as it was then. ENFJs are the givers. You are very warm, very empathetic, and very charismatic. Interestingly, ENFJs are apparently disproportionately represented amongst cult leaders because of your strong personalities and natural leadership. So that's always there if you're looking for a new path in life, although I would advise against it. Instead, ENFJs are usually drawn to literary fiction books that give them a lot to talk about at book club, because if you're an ENFJ, any activity, including reading, can be a social activity. So I have to recommend you Luster by Raven Leilani. This is the book that everyone is buzzing about on BookTube this year, so you will definitely want to get involved in those conversations. This is the story of a young woman becoming involved in this very complicated relationship with a middle-aged white man in a semi-open relationship with an adopted black daughter, and it's this really darkly funny book that will give you loads to talk about. ENTPs, you are the debaters. You are quick-witted and outspoken. You're not nicknamed the debater for nothing. Nobody can beat an ENTP in an argument, and you really enjoy hashing out all of the angles of an issue with no limits. So I think you would love the book Why Are We Yelling by Buster Benson, The Art of Productive Disagreement. This is the perfect book for people who really enjoy getting into all of the difficult parts of a topic but don't enjoy when everyone just starts yelling at each other and getting cross. This will teach you how to wade into the scary, complicated parts of a conversation and find a new way forward. And finally, ENTJs, the commanders. You are another personality type with a natural affinity for leadership. You are excellent at both planning and executing ideas, making you a real force to be reckoned with. So I think you will love Daily Rituals, Women at Work by Mason Curry. This is a follow-up from the original Daily Rituals book, and it focuses on remarkable women from history to present day and looks at their daily rituals, what they have done to be so successful. And I really would not be surprised to find a lot of you ENTJs in this book. In fact, you're probably the most likely to have a book like this written about you one day. So those are my recommendations for the best books for all the different types of extroverts. I will link here to the video we made on books for introverts, so you can go and check that out, and I will also link to a video we made on books for every different star sign if you want to continue getting to know yourself and your perfect books a little bit better. Do leave us a comment below letting us know how we did, and we will see you next time.